Okay, get the stream up. I'll have this up a little. Like that. That's good enough. Hey guys, and welcome to a stream. Today we're playing a brand new day. Doki 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 Club. I was trying to play this yesterday. I actually downloaded the wrong thing. I downloaded he did a 12th day, an April 4th day thing. So that's what I got yesterday, and it was not. It was okay. Fine. So yeah. I'm gonna check this. Make sure this in. Okay, just the size. Okay. We just move a little. How far this goes? I think it's too low. We need to move a little like this. Okay, it's designed to be played online after the official game has been completed and given before the official game. So to do job. I agree. I want to see if this. Yeah, audio. It's not audio though. I wish I could hear the game because I'm kind of loud. Oh, it's the audio loud. I wish I could hear the game because I'm kind of loud. I turned it down for the stream, and now we're gonna get the game and go to the help settings. Music. I do the sound as well. There we go. Text speed, I don't know if oh, that's fine. Roadblock, slide. Keep hunting, text, after. No, we're gonna return. New game. Name. M-A-T-T. Matt. And. Okay, we need to. I need to turn off the audio for this. Audio for the stream. There we go. I think we're good. So now I can start playing the game. I want to wait for this game to pop up like in the background to make sure everything's fucking doy. Oh, there we go. I don't see much. Okay, that's all the way to the side. It feels like it's okay. We're gonna fix this a little. I can't. How's it look in the stream? Okay, we need to fix it a little. Do this. There we go. There we go. Everything's ready. It feels like I'm in a dream. I see a dark void. Nothing. Nothingness. Everything is cold and dead around me. It feels like I'm in a... Okay. I feel a voice speak directly into my mind. I'm pretty sure this is the right one. I'm doing what I can to help you. It's up to you now. It's time to be a fucking hero. Both of us. Save them all. I wake up in the cold sweat. I feel my skin crawling. I tried to take a dream, but it was too real. Crap! I'm gonna be late for school. I'm pulling a Sayori. I hurry up and get ready for school. Eat a quick breakfast and rush to Shorei's house. Okay, we're going to Shorei's house first. That's I think the. Haha! I finally beat you out here. What took you so long? You're normally out here before me. I guess you were... Speak math, speak. Just English. I guess you win my title now for champion of being late. Are you ready to go? Yeah, sorry. Sorry about that. Matt, you're apologizing to me? Wow, you must be something wrong with you. We cross the street together and make our way to school. And yes, I'm gonna read for everything, even stuff from that's in the previous game. I don't know. I feel like you get more like experience just reading through everything and kind of like just playing through it normal. I don't like skipping stuff and stuff like. Even though I know a lot of stuff and I've read it before when I played the regular game, I like reading through it all. I don't know. It makes it. If it has, I feel like I'm playing the game. I don't like skipping. It feels like why would you do that? But as you go near, the streets become increasingly sparkled with other students making their daily commute. What got you out of bed so early today? Well, today's the opening ceremony for seniors this year, and I'm finally getting you to join my club today. I don't remember saying that I would join. Yes, you did. Don't you remember, silly? No, I don't, but okay. No, I don't remember. At all, honestly. Well, I clearly remember hearing you say yes, especially when you heard we were bringing cupcakes. Okay, we gotta take a. I gotta get some water because my voice. Mm. Oh, did not sound good a minute ago. That did not sound like my voice I usually do. Cupcakes. Ooh, what the? Hmm. Cupcakes. Did you just say cupcakes? Cupcakes. Cupcakes. My only weakness. That and a cute girls. I clear my throat and adjust my uniform, and it becomes devolved from the cupcake cupcaking. Well, if you put it that way, I'll come visit the club at least. Let me partake in one of your cupcakes. Then I will see. Yay! I feel like doing a voice is gonna be weird. This one. Asking. I think dangerously of cupcakes. I started needlessly drooling while staring at Siri. Is everything alright? You look at me kind of weird. But there's still the anime club. I can hang out with all the other dudes. I can watch anime, read manga, and play games. No, don't do that. I should do the right thing and check it out. Yeah, you should, because that sounds a hell of a lot of fun, this literature club. But what do I know? A bunch of cute girls, anime. I mean, you gotta take your pick. Anime's always a better choice. I bet she might want me to join hers instead. After all, she's been bugging me since forever. I don't want to leave her hanging. What club are you going to check out at school today? Toy Club of Awesomeness. Any club, don't pick this dummy. Maybe I have to pick this. I actually wonder what happened if I picked this. I'm kind of thinking, can I die in this game? Because I don't want to. I don't really want to die. I mean, I would pick it because it's fun, but I don't. You know what? We could save it and then we could try. You know, we're gonna save. Booty boop. Return. Any club, don't pick this. But I thought you could. Could what? Join the club I'm in. Please. And I saved it so I could, if this does start to be wrong. Please, Matt, give it a chance. Come to the dark side. We have cupcakes. That's all I need. Dark side has cupcakes. I mean, what's the anime club have? Anime, mangas, games. I mean, anime, mangas, games, cupcakes, and cute girls. I don't know. It's tough decision, Zoe. Tough decision. Fine, I'll come to your club at least for the cupcakes. Okay, seems like it would have been. This one was the same either way, so I don't have to worry about it. I think all decisions I'll save it just in case and make sure the other one to see how it turns out. Yay! Okay, my voice for sure is like my girl voice seems to be. I don't know if it's something in my throat or something. I don't know. It's not as girly as I usually am like that. I don't know why. They work when I sold my soul to the dark side for a cute girl smile and a cupcake. Well, yeah, but screw it. At least the dark side has cupcake. Yeah, I mean. It could be worse. You get a cupcake, you can cupcake, so cupcake is good, so it could be worse. The cool day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. Took damn long enough. Okay, some of the words in this sound weird. Why did they decide to make opening day Sunday this year? Sunday isn't even a physical day. Yeah, that's kind of fucked up, but I'm not gonna say anything. I mean, you shouldn't be going to school on Sunday unless maybe for an after school or next like an activity or a game, but other things like after kind of school activity kind of things, like if you're part of a sports club or something. I don't know, or doing something, but yeah, you know you shouldn't be on there Sunday. It's a cardinal sin, I think. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for any ounce of motivation. I'm bored as hell. Clubs. Tori wants me to check out some clubs, specifically her club. I started to daydream a little, cupcakes jumping into my mind. I began to drool again. Hello, it's to Matt. Huh? Tori. Tori must have come into the classroom while I was spaced out. I look around and realize that the only one left in the I'm the only one left in the classroom. I can't read. I think we all know that. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. Sorry, I can't stop thinking about devouring those sweet, sweet cupcakes. Okay. I mean, yes, cupcakes are great, but you take it down a notch on the cupcakes, dude. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, Know what? Well, then you could come to my club. Sorry. I mean, I just talked about the cupcakes. I think we already know where I'm going, but that was obvious enough. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. It's weird. You say you don't want to go, but you want to eat the cupcakes. I don't know how you gonna do both. I mean, you could do both, but I don't know. Aw, you meanie. The thing I don't want to come to your club. I mean, but I remember now. Thori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 100% sure she only did it because the thought of it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president. That said, my interest in the literature club granted to be even less. I'll take one of these for now so I can heal a little bit. I'm just like anything else. I'm just kidding. After all, I promised to come. I want to partake in your cupcake. See, okay, I was like, I thought you wanted to partake in your cupcake. Okay, now you're back on to that. Yay! Let's go! I can almost taste those sweet, sweet cupcakes. Are you thinking of cupcakes or something else, dude? Because this is getting a little creepy on the cupcake talk. And that today marked the day I sold my soul for cupcakes. Well, I've seen people who sold their soul for worse. Looking at you, Peter Parker and Mary Jane, devil bullshit. But it's worth it. But I've said this before, right? I delightfully followed Zoe across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit because being generally used for third year classmen and activities. Zoe, full of energy, swings open the classroom door, merely ripping the doors from the hinges. Okay, Zoe, calm down. I think you don't need to do that. Damn, this girl is crazy strong. I gotta remember not to get on her bad side. First meetings here, bitches. I mean, we got new members to join our literature club. I totally got, yeah. You're gonna eat me, aren't you? Maybe she will. Maybe she won't. Who knows? Zoe, I told you not to call me that. Oh, sorry. I glanced around the room. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure to finally meet you. Zoe always says nice things about you. I hear you're quite the charmer. Okay, Zoe telling everyone about me. I'm gotta be careful. So, Oi, a boy? Really? This is supposed to be girl power forever? Now you brought some worthless man meat into the fray? Not worthless, and I could say something about the club being racist, so only have girls, but whatever. Way to kill the atmosphere. Worthless man meat. You got a problem with me? Sarcastic undertones. He's got spunk. I think this goal will be interesting at the very least. Oh, yes. This version, they're all a little interesting. And I clicked out of the game because I'm like freaking the dumb person who does that when I... Okay, click it back up. I think it might... Okay. Don't call me short, or teach you how to bow to the master. Suzuki makes hard gestures that look like sunny climbed palm strikes to the balls. Ooh, that does not... no, thank you. I like to keep those intact for now. Now I got the Monica's voice, but it's kind of similar to it. I guess it sounds like... What? It's weird, because some of the lines in Tuori does in this game sound like kind of what I try to give Monica in the other games. I'm thinking if I want to do another voice. Something... I could do a robot voice, or something like this for this one. I know that somebody else who did that, but I'm trying to think of what a voice. What do I want to do for Monica? Matt, that was a nice surprise. I don't know if I want to do that for this voice. I'm thinking if I want to do that, I want to stick with that voice. Welcome back to the club. Matt, nice to see you here again. Hi. You know, I'm gonna do that just to make it different for this round. Just make it different. Cause when I do story, Regiment on the first game are very similar to story, so I want to change it up. I can't seem to shake the shivers down my spine. Like I felt that I've had this repeat before hundreds, if not thousands of times. What does he mean again? I tried to shake it off. The shivers have subsided. All it was gave me in this situation. This club. It's full of incredibly cute girls. You all seem to be a little bit crazy. I must be dumb as a bag of bricks to not notice this before. I mean, you probably got cupcakes on the mind, and I can't really blame you. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. I'm staring at a bunch of cute girls. I don't know what else to say. Natsuki. Who? The girl with this odd attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize, and there's always sets of names up here, so I don't know. I just think here for story purposes, but her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. He's also the one who makes cupcakes, according to Sayori. So, why are you here? Not just for the cupcakes, right? Oh crap, he knows. He knows that I'm in love with the fucking cupcakes. No, I came here to check this place out because Sayori keeps wanting me to check this place out and join. I finally gave in. Are you sure about that? Well, cupcakes are to die for. Like, seriously? They're to die for. Like, I put poison in them because that's what you put in cupcakes, right? Poison, poison, poison. I might poison. Matt, didn't you know? She's the same year as us. Haven't you noticed that already? So he says that quietly into my ear. I move her back to Sayori. But she's so thin. How is that possible? Sayori shrugs, then turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki. She's always full of energy, most likely from the sugar high from eating all those cupcakes. And this is Yuri. She's the smartest member of the club. Don't say things like that. You're embarrassing me. Yuri, who appears completely more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with the people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you. I guess it's nice to meet you, man. After all, Sayori said how fresh you are. I don't know how fresh I am, but I don't know. It's probably not very, not very. Actually, you take a shower. So it's not very fresh probably at all. Was that a joke? Was that a joke? Nice. I don't know if it's that nice, but what's that supposed to mean, man? You should know after calling after calling me man meat after all. Am I just a piece of meat to these girls? Maybe. We'll have to wait and see. I'm confused. And it sounds like you already know Monica. Is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Nat. Monica smiled sweetly. Oh crap, I really had no idea Monica was here. Wait, do I know Monica again? I know basically is completely out of my league, but why do I think that? I tried to name Monica, but can't. My mind jumbled. I feel so conflicted right now. Is it self-doubt? I think her dude. I think harder. It looked like I thought it was two words. I think harder. The feeling I had is gone now. English, the feeling I had is gone now. I feel like nothing will stop me this time. You too, Monica. Let's have a great year together. Better yet, let's hang out more this time, okay? What did you just say to me? Hang out more. Monica pauses and sighs. Come sit down, Matt. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few decks arranged to form a table. As Joey, as Joey mentioned, it's as Joey that's not right. Menton, I don't know. As Joey mentioned, it's been uh, it's been wide. Oh, as Joey mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Zoe. Well, depending on how the table's set up, you could be next to Zoe and Monica. I mean, you could do if you did it that way. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room. When Natsuki grabs a wrapper tray and Yuri opens the chest. And how do we know there's seats on for Yuri and Yuri or Natsuki? And I have to sit on one of the other chairs? I don't know. I feel different today for some reason. Like I've never, I have newfound confidence. I sit next to Monica. Monica looks in shock at me. Matt, why are you sitting next to me? Wouldn't you rather sit next to Sayori? No, no, is there a problem with me sitting here? Well, this is new to me. I really don't know what to say. I went back at Monica. She gets even more flustered. Cute. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, crane in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray and reveals a dozen white fluffy cupcakes, according to decorate to look like little neon cats. Neon cats, probably like neon cats. No, whatever the crap that is. That video probably. The whiskers and face are drawn with icing, and a little piece of chocolate used to make the pop tart. They even have rainbow icing. Okay, yeah, what's that one? I was like neon cat. I'm like, oh yeah, they all actually know one from so cute. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. So we grab one first, then Monica, I follow. It's delicious! So he takes talk with a mouthful as he has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my finger, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Tuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her staring glances at me in my direction. Is he waiting for me to take a bite? I visibly devour the neon cat cupcake with no mercy while humming the neon cat song. Okay, don't hum the song. That's getting into. Nobody wants to. No one wants to hear you sing that. No, don't. I have better class than that. I'm not gonna start singing that, even though I just did like a minute ago. But that was different. The icing is sweet and full of flavor, like I can taste the love put into the cooking. I wonder if she made it herself. Well, I bet. You baked this, Natsuki? It's amazing. With those cooking skills, you'll make a wonderful wife. And that is not okay. Not okay at all. I mean, I know it's a different thing, but like that's not okay. No, I wouldn't, Matt. You are going off the deep end now. I would not say that. Me personally, I would not say that, but this man is not me. It is somebody different. What did you say? What did you say? Why would you say that? It's not like I made them for you or anything. Yeah, and even if you did, I shouldn't have said that. It's fucking. I thought you did, so he said, well, maybe, but not for you know, you dummy. Alright. I think his weird logic fails to walk on me. Oh no, now that I think of it, how I tried to compliment Asuki about the cupcake may have sounded more like a sexist insult instead. Yeah, maybe just a wee bit. Maybe just a wee bit I was being a little used. Dummy. What's wrong with me today? Why am I acting so strange? I don't know. I could not tell you. You return to the table carrying the tea. Oh, you did not do any of this. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us. We were sitting down on the teapot next to the cupcake tray. And nobody else, like, Monica's really didn't say anything about me making that comment. Okay, there's questions there, but I'm not gonna. You keep whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry. The teacher gave us permission. After all, isn't a hot cup of tea? Hope you enjoy a good book. Sure, and that warm drink can help relax the mind and body. Uh, uh. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. Well, it's working. Uh, that's not... Pit. Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, the tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea as well. Like I said in the other stream, I actually like reading. I read tons of shit. So it's like, yeah, I mean, economics and mangas and all kinds of other books, but I have stacks of stuff I need to read. So I enjoy reading. So this is my like evil counterpart from another Earth. I'm glad. Yui faintly smiled to herself in relief. Monica stares at me, raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. I smile back. So, what made you consider the literature club? Uh, interesting you asked that question. Let me tell me, I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by her story. You know, really dragged here, you were kind of with cupcakes, but whatever. I was dragged here by story, but the cupcake for the clincher. I'm a sucker for cupcakes. That's great. You're really going to love Natsuki's cupcakes. They are my favorite. What do you mean this is my first time bringing them? What do you mean? This is my first time bringing them. Well, maybe sure. Make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could possibly be a board member of any of the other major clubs. Well, you know, to be honest, I stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and public publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And I would encourage others to get into literature than fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yui also nods in agreement. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes cool events, like the festival, that's much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone excitedly agrees. Such different goals, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with the level of enthusiasm about literature. It's just strange that there aren't any more members. So, ma'am, what kind of things do you like to read? I think we mentioned reading and tea is not a pastime for me, so probably I'm not a reader, but whatever. Well, considering how low I read these past few months, I don't really have a good way of answering that. I mean manga. I wasn't about to say hentai and stuff. That was totally not what I was gonna say. No. I wasn't. I'm not being a perv. No, I wasn't gonna say that at all. Manga, comics, manga, novels. I wasn't gonna say hentai. Well, I cried to myself. Tuki Ted suddenly pucks up because I said hentai or something like that. It looks like he wants to say something, but he keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. I mean, it depends. I mean, I'm all looking at the pictures, but that's completely different. For the other one, I guess, for manga I'm reading. The other one I'm just looking at the pictures. Well, that can change. I'm always open to try new things. What the hell am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri created the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites. are usually novels to build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me, and the telling a good story just in one word is equally impressive. Yui goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But I like, uh, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep physiological elements usually interest me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you through a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately, and I read a horror book once. The one like the ones like the ones I like are the ones that give you a false sense of security. Then bam, they've got you. It's definitely glad for something I can relate to in the minimum level. At this rate, you might as well be having a conversation with a rock. A rock's have more combination than that. I bet I can talk a rock really good. Really? I wouldn't have guessed that, Yuri. But someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then really can't put it down. So, like stories about others relate relative as well. Surreal horror is often very susceptible at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, I just took his eyes dirt over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? But what? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. Give me a second. I was gonna burp or something now. Look like you were working on a poem called "Don't Say It Out Loud," and give that back. Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poem, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Joy leaps up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Oh, well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you say them sometime? I would love to see them. No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Really? Try me. I understand how Natsuki feels. How so? Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The trust, the trust from the truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open to your readers, expressing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. I agree. If you don't show your writing to others, how will you know if others will like it or hate it? You have writing experience too, Yuri. Um, I mean, I mean something. If you have something in literature club for and it seems like it's more fun here, so I'm assuming yes. Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share her poems. You'll never know unless you try. I love to write. I love to write, but I was scared to show off my work to others, especially in my stories. Uh, you write. Did you say you write stories? If you did, then I'm like, just more like me. This version's more like me. I think the regular version, what I God hope so. But this one's not faring any better. If it's not worse. So I guess it's the same for you. I wanted to read everyone's poems. Because I wanted to read all your personal stuff that you didn't really want to share. But now we're going to? Yay! Let's hang up! Me too. We'll all sit in the silence for a moment. Okay. I have an idea, everyone. Ziggy looked quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, We'll share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Um. Yeah, let's do it. Why are you talking like a robot, Monica? Plus, now that we have a new member, I think this will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and is teaching others and staging the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Matt? Margot smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I've only come forth with what I've been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join the club, but the cupcake was so delicious. Tui may have convinced me to stop by, but I've never made any decisions, so I'm so overwhelmed and all the pretty girls around me, I kinda forget about joining. I lose my train of thought. Awful girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I saw it. Who? Man, you all, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when the room's like this, when it's like this? This is the writing, that's it. If writing poems is the price I have to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls, my mind flashed back to the dream I had last night, my head throbbing in pain. You know what? This is a brand new day for me. I raised the cupcake in the air. Okay, I decided, everyone. I'll join the literature club. What about when the girl's eyes light up? Yay, I'm so happy! Zoe wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, this feels kinda good, so don't stop, okay? Freaking, that's not showing me how creepy I am. Yeah, that feels good. Like, you should be like, no, you shouldn't have said anything now. At least not that. You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Honestly, it was for the cupcakes. I love cupcakes, but I realize there's much more to the club that I want to stay. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I'm happy to be here. Did you just stutter? I stuttered, but I'm playing you, so I guess you stuttered. I guess that's what we're doing. Stuttering. Okay, everyone. I think that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring next meeting so we can all share. Monica looked over at me once more. Matt, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can we make Monica and the rest of these girls fall head over here for me? I already feel the damnation welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Asuki clean up the food. Hey Matt, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? And not help clean up any of that food or any of that stuff? I know it does, but we could help clean up the classroom before we go. That's right. Zoe and I never walked home together anymore because he's always stayed after school for the clubs. This is great. I've been lonely walking home by myself all this time. Really, I mean, it's not that bad. Me feeling lonely? I usually don't feel anything. I'm starting to feel different. Maybe since after that dream, I'm starting to understand more around me than I did before. Sure, what are best friends for, right? Yay! With that, the two of us bought the club room and we make our way home. The whole way, my mind wandered back and forth to all the girls. Whoa, Soroi, Dasuki, Yuri, and Monica. Ugh. Will I really be happy spending every day at school in the literature club? Could I sacrifice half an hour to an hour of my time reading a book with cute girls for my anime watching. I don't think I can. I'm gonna have to leave. Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow close to all these girls. Alright. I feel like something is different this time. This time has this happened before. My head hurts a little bit. I will make my own good fortune and not let anything try to take it away from me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Do we have to write poems? I don't think we do. I'm dreaming. Again. The same dream. Hey voice. You are doing great. You are doing great. You can change. I will help you. Never forget what you need to do. I will help you remember. And what have we been playing for? 40 minutes. We can play a little bit longer. I wake up. My head hurts a bit. I take some painkillers to kill the pain. That's what they do, kill the pain. I set up and get ready for school. Wait for me, you meanie. Oh, there she is. I waited for over an hour in front of her house. She didn't answer her doorbell. She didn't even answer her cell phone either. I started to start walking, and now she shows up. I think next time I'm just going inside. Waking up is just so hard. Sometimes I just stare out the window and think to myself, why even make the effort? If you want, I can come into your room and wake you up a morning. How about that? Because that's not creepy. Even though we're friends, but we lifelong friends, that's creepy. I think that's creepy for a lot of reasons. Let's move on. Ew, gross. Yep, sure, you have the exact same mindset as me. Creepy. Figures as much. Trying to be helpful, and that's the thanks I get. Yeah, there's helpful and there's creepy. I think that falls on the creepy, but nah. Are you ready to go? I've been waiting for an hour, so I guess. I mean, it's not like I've been waiting for an hour. Are you sure you're awake? Yes, I'm awake as fuck. Ed falls over dead. Falls on the ground sleep. Alright, let's go to school. Okay, I don't know if the original game had it. I'm kind of saying, did the original game have any cutscenes? No, I don't think it did. It didn't have really any, except for maybe my stuff like damn. Zoe is acting strange. We both run to school. We barely make it on time before the gates close. Club time already? Yay, I hope for more cupcakes if it's a daily thing. Hi, again, Matt. Glad that you didn't run away on us, ha 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 ha. Nah, don't worry. I wouldn't make the same mistake like last time, Monica. Last time? What last time? Margot looks flustered and leaves. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. I look around to see what everyone else is doing. Monica and Zoe were in a deep conversation about something. Yuri is enclosed in a book. I decided to walk by the closet to see what Natsuki's up to. Ugh. Hearing Natsuki utter an expression sigh from the source in the closet. Seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case he needs a hand. Are you looking for some? Oh, are you looking for something upstairs? I was just her. Frickin' Monica, always messing around with my stuff and never putting it back where it belongs. What's the point of keeping all your collection organized if somebody else is just gonna mess it up? Yeah, actually I kind of get that. Cause I try to keep most of my stuff in boxes, all my comics and mangas, and everything I do have is somewhat of an organized thing, somewhat. So I understand certain things if it got messed up, I'd be kind of pissed. As well, Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga, sweet. You read manga, right? Hell yeah, I do. Yeah, you shouldn't be saying hell yeah, you should be saying fuck yeah, I do. Fuck yeah, dude. Manga is life. Oh, it is. For me, I would say comic books is life, because I read probably a lot more comic books than manga, and a little better. But manga's pretty good, I'm not gonna deny it. How did you know? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, kind of written on your face. I mean, literally, it's written on your face. Manga. You might want to get a sponge, clean it off. Um, yeah, it's kind of annoying. I should stop reading manga before I go. I go bed. Before I go bed. I just stop reading manga before I go to bed. But I go bed. Okay, dialogue. Not perfect, but this is a fan game, so I'm not gonna try to mess around with that too much. Look like the ink is getting stuck on my face when I fall asleep on it. Okay, the thing I said about writing on the forehead. That's okay. Stop trying to. I see. There's no lone volume of manga. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Here as I pull it out of the sack. There it is. Dookie snatches it out of my hand. Then he turns to the box of mangas and slips the volume right into the middle of the set. So much better. If it's in a set, how would she take it? That sounds like, why would she do it? I don't. How did she just take it out of herself like that? I don't know why. I don't know. So you can box it with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. It is irritating. I even I would say that when I get like a DVD, a box set DVD or something, and there's one CD missing, or I get a DVD and DVD missing, or something like that. Oh yeah, it can be annoying. I get that. I know that feel. A close look at the box and sees admiring. Buffet Girls. It's a series I've never really heard of in my life. Wonder if it's like Sailor Moon, but with desserts. It probably means it's either way out of my demographic or friggin' awesome. I like having that fun. It's like, it's like, it's either, like in the other real game, it's like, it's either awful, it's out of my demographic, or complete crash. And if it's like, it's out of my demographic, or it's freaking awesome. If it's freaking awesome, I don't know why you haven't seen it yet, but I think manga, for the most part, I think, give it a shot. Could be good. A lot of manga's probably better than you think it would be. It does. I think it's Sailor Moon with just this, but whatever. Because I mean, they said Sailor Moon, so I guess they do have Sailor Moon that universe. I don't know what I'm saying now. Let's just continue on. If you're gonna judge, you can go through the glass on the door. They point to the classroom door. No way in hell am I judging. I read stuff you wouldn't imagine a person like me would read. Like hentai. You wouldn't imagine the shit I've seen. What am I saying? It was the tone of your voice. And am I not enthusiastic enough? But I'll tell you one thing, Matt. Consider this a lesson straight from the literature club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, Dookie pulls out the first volume of Buffet Girls from the box. I'm gonna show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. Oof. It's so hard I make sounds. Ooh. I like that better. He shoves the books in my hands like, ooh. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire trekking animated feminine poses like all mangas that are featuring just women. It's Mo to the extreme. Don't just stand there. Huh? Dookie grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. This is the first time I'm coming out of the closet, and there'll be more. This is the first time I'm coming out of the closet. There'll be more times. Okay. So I'm possibly. I know you can't do that game. No. Closet joke. That's like a neat joke. Like, oh, we're in a closet? I gotta make another closet joke because funny. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsill. She puts on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit here. Wouldn't a chair be more comfortable on my lap? Because that is. I think we talked about this. Don't be a creeper. It seems like you're more a creeper in this game. I sit on the floor. Chairs wouldn't work. Can't read at the same time like that. And I'm not gonna mention the lap part because that was really disgusting and gross. And I don't like it. Yeah, why's that? Well, I guess it's easier to be closer together like this. Don't just say that. You make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses his arms and scooches a inch away from me. Nothing weird about it to me. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either, but I think of it more of a plus than a minus. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space, because he hopes I wouldn't notice. I quit peeking over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning, huh? You don't go back and flip through the other volumes every now and again? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I finish the series. Hey, are you paying attention? Um, I am, and nothing good is happening yet, so I can talk at the same time. And I feel like I should be saying that to her, not like in my head. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I gotta agree out of these since it's fair of the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. Kind of reminds me of a sense of what some of the older magical girl manga I read had. Not that I read that kind of. Not that I read that kind of stuff. Cough, because like I'm saying it out loud. I'm saying it in my head, so I really shouldn't be like, oh, not that I read that stuff. Cough, saying it in my head, so I shouldn't do this. Cough. Cough. So, what should I expect from this? Is there going to be a plot? Well, obviously, you think I wouldn't enjoy something that doesn't have a plot? Well, I mean, yeah, every kind of book does have somewhat of a plot. Of course not. Well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like, there's a really funny chapter where they're obsessed with a guy at an ice cream shop, but that just helps you get to know the characters. And the book does sound kind of boring. Besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama. Like when they get into all the backstories, and when some of them romances start to happen, because that is actually great. That's really what makes it so good. There's many actions okay. Most of the manga I read have at least a little action in it. Little. Even like Bakuman, the one about the manga, they do fall a punch once in like the entire series, and that's just really good. There's so many touching. There's so many touching parts. Is that so? Glad to hear it. Sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Uh-huh. Hey, wait. What's that supposed to mean? Oops. Natsuki gave me a little shove. I just meant that I haven't seen you at your full power. Full power. Let's go. What was I? His power level is over 9,000? I'm totally messing up the Dragon Ball Z reference. What sucks on me, because I should know that. Doing all these voices sometimes it gets my throat. Mm-hmm. Better. Huh. Good save. And the chat seems to like it's about baking. It is a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga? Well, Yuki pauses for a moment as she doesn't want to miss something. Yeah. Why does that matter? It doesn't. I just was curious. Didn't you enjoy baking too, right? That's just a coincidence, and I don't know why that should be like a thing. I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got into this manga. Oh, that's your excuse. I got into baking the same time I got into this manga. That's bullshit, you know. That's like saying, oh, I got into cooking when I started taking cooking classes. So yeah, bullshit. That you could have said anything, and that's what you said. And, like I would ever get into anything because it's a manga. Oh, definitely you would. I know. Yeah, I know. I feel bad for anyone that's impressionable. Okay, you need to feel bad for yourself then. Burn. And clicked out of the game for some reason again. I've swapped these around. Blah blah blah. I feel bad for myself, but yeah. Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, of all the hobbies to pick from a manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Yeah, cause I guess going around killing people and doing all kinds of other stuff and fighting people and fighting monsters and all that stuff. This probably is one of the better ones. So yeah. Not to mention he's really good at it. So who am I to judge? Whoa. You read for another few minutes. I finished a couple of chapters at this point. Okay, where are we? Matt. Oh, you said this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you've just watching me read. Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't? That's not, well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. Like I could ever get my friends to read this? They just think manga is for kids. I can't even bring it up. I can't even bring it up around them without being all like, you haven't grown out of that yet? Have you seen me? I, I haven't grown out of it, and I'm considered an adult, so yeah, that's fucking stupid. And a lot of mangas that are for adults. Yes. Yeah, I'm going out of it, yeah, like hentai. That's not a book like kids use something you grow into, not out of. Cause that's not for kids. I don't know why I'm bringing that up so much in this game. Uh, maybe it's not the brain. I don't know. Make me make me want to punch them in the face. Probably should. The being jerk sounds like. I know those kind of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge. Much less friends who are into it. I've already had a hard time trying to find any friends who can understand me for that. But probably harder for someone like you. Uh? Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. At least it's safe here in the club room. Said Monica was kind of a jerk about it. I can't just win, can I? Well, it paid off at the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe, but at least you're enjoying yourself, right? And maybe your dad is a jerk and somebody's gonna have to teach him a lesson later. Who knows? It's not like I've seen this game, somebody play this game before. And if you ever have any problems, you can talk to me, okay? I'm your friend too, Natsuki. Why are you so weird about this? It's just for being friends. And not like I'm trying to do anything weird. This act to be friend. You shouldn't be that weird about it. Really? Jeez, that's enough. You're going to keep reading or what? Yeah. I flipped the page. Suddenly Natsuki starts laughing. I totally forgot that happened. Yuki puts a finger on one of the panels. Morris is my favorite. Morris is my favorite character. If that's how that's said, I might be saying it wrong. You always feel a little deep for her, a little bad for her, since she's so unlucky. But it gets especially bad when, I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Did finish this chapter. Yuki's voice sparkled with excitement. It's a straight concern for her usual busy tone. If she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express words the feelings you get when connecting with somebody like that. And being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom is aware is a very experience, the thought it makes me smile a little to myself. It's weird, because I feel like I'm a jerk in this game and also like say weird things, but also I don't. Natsuki. Hey, come over here, quickly. Joy and I seem to need to speak to you about a few things for club activities. Oh, come on. Could your time be any worse? Sorry. It wouldn't take too long. Though, you do look pretty cozy over there. Ugh. Suki suddenly notices how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. Alright, get us up here for now. I close the book and hand it towards Natsuki. You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens? Don't you want to know what happens? Sure I do. Well, don't be a dummy. Just take it home with you. Is that really alright? I did that mostly because I really didn't plan on using my spare time to read this. Well, of course, it would take forever to finish it if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow so we can start the next one. And it gets bent, I'll kill you because bending them it's a no. I'm kind of with you. I thought maybe bend a manga like that would probably be like, yeah, it takes a lot to bend a manga more. Kind of like you can bend and they like break, but that's like, oh no. Manga's a little harder to do that, but you can do it. By tomorrow, I only got partway through the volume so far. It's like mangas mostly can be read pretty quickly, so it's not gonna take that much of your time. I should be able to finish it and hopefully have time to speak to Natsuki tomorrow about it. Alright then, I stand up. I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book into my bag. When Natsuki is walking with the other girls, Yuri approaches me. Thank you for keeping your promise, man. Coming back to the club. I hope this isn't too overwhelming a commitment for you. Better you dive headfirst into literature. We're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. So he told me he didn't even want to join the club this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, you won't see the end of it, even though we just did stuff together, like read stuff together, so you know I'm taking it maybe a little serious. Nanatsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. But. Suki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Motherfucking manga is. I want to do this. Motherfucking manga is literature. Damn straight. Yeah, I'm actually gonna agree with you. Damn straight. Same with comic books. Comic books are literature too. Watchmen is a piece of freaking literature, and everybody should read it. Same with Batman Killing Joke. Pieces of freaking literature. Better than any fucking book you're gonna read. Feel free to feed Natsuki plots back into the scene. Come on, Natsuki. Let's talk about manga some more. Suki refuses to speak to me for now. I guess I will talk to her later about it then. I forget to ask if she likes Sailor Moon. Don't worry, guys. Matt always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helped me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. And why it's I should be cleaning your room. I think you should be doing that. And that's kind of weird. Especially if we're doing that at this age. The cooking is one thing. But the cleaning your room, that's taking a little personal. Maybe I shouldn't be doing that, but. Sorry, that's because your room is so messy. I'm surprised you crawl out of that pile every morning. Okay. You almost set your house on fire once. Luckily, I was able to put it out. I don't know how you could burn water. I mean, that's a first for everything, but we're gonna stop it here soon. Is that so? Two are really good friends, aren't you? Might be a little jealous. How come? You and Matt can become good friends too. Seriously? Huh? That would be nice. You Zoe seems to be oblivious to the world we just put ourselves into. It is, you bought something today, you know? Wait, Sayori, me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. She really made it sound like a big deal, but it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation? Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. I'll make it'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yes. You are not yes. Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well here. Yuri reaches into the bag and pulls out a book. I don't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. I can think of a good book. We have Death of Superman. We have Batman. I have This is a Book. The Books Love You. Those all I would say consider books. Ready Player One. Now that's a fucking book. You should read and should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. This is How's a Girl So Cute Without Even Crying. Steven picked out a book she sings all like, despite me not reading much. Thank you, Yuri. I'll definitely read it. I take the book from Yuri's supple hand. Phew. Well, you can read it. You can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. But I guess I should start reading. About 10 seconds, Yuri looks up at me. The music cut out, so I feel like we're just gonna happen. That face, though, that face. So you're gonna fucking stab me or something. It's only been a few seconds since I sat down in my seat. Eyes make contact. Oh, sorry. You couldn't use another animation, another like facial expression for that? 'Cause that was just so weird. Can you go back to music? I don't know what to do with that was. It looked like Yuri's reading the same book as you gave me. Hey, isn't that the same book you gave me? Oh, it was on sale, so... Ah. Ah. Yeah. Yeah. I thought it would be a good thing to get too. Alright. But I kinda want to know what it's about. Because I could have not have been reading it and kind of know a little bit of what it's about. He closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright, I just want to make sure I don't accidentally give away anything. Basically, it's about this girl. It's about the girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escape from the human experiment. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter who she does, no matter what she does, she ends up destroying both of her relationships, and her life starting to fall apart. Now, how? How can someone make something that dark? That's kind of... oh, that face. The face of like, I'm gonna kill you while you sleep. Yui gently giggles and starts laughing uncontrollably suddenly. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, man? No, I'm not a fan of your face. Can you just do one of the other ones? Change. Well, not a bad thing, I guess. Well, no, I mean, I've read a few books like that. Change the fucking face. That's not even close to the truth. Kinda like manga. He's acting like kinda strange. Maybe it's her eyes. She seems pretty. She has pretty eyes though. I mean, I guess, but when they're like that, nah. Now they're pretty. They weren't pretty, but now they are. It's just the kind of stories. They challenge you to look life from a strange new perspective. What horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals and their own philosophies that they believe in. And suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, I can't say, I can't say it, you know what I'm trying to say it, you know what I mean. Ugh. They made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. I'm kind of thinking that I'm hearing a lot of this from before. But don't worry, don't apologize. I'm kind of into this book now. Oh, well that is the truth. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. Please stop me if I start talking too much. Keep talking. Keep talking. I can hear you ramble for I can hear you ramble for days. Oh, okay. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. I can listen to you forever. Oh, you're kind of pulling the mood, but you're not doing it the right way. It's a little club after all. Uh, that's... Well, that's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Don't you want to talk about it more? I guess. Maybe just get the book. I could retrieve the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I happen to see next to Yuri. Uh, yeah? Are you sure? I mean, you seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with somebody. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particular bad feeling, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. Once we finish this little thing with Yuri, I'm gonna stop it here. That'd be a good place to stop at if we finish this thing with Yuri. Please do not go on too long, I kinda we want to make a little time too. I've done a decent amount for this game because it does get kinda long, so I've done a decent bit. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry, I was just. You really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean. Here, this should work, right? I slide my decks and tilt it up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right thumb to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between the thumb and forefinger. Ah, I do the same with my right arm and at the right side of the book. That that way I turn the page and Yuri slides it under her thumb as it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting to me. Yes, you shouldn't be. I mean, you shouldn't be distracted. You should be focused on the book. I mean, this is kind of a little maybe too close, but it's as if I can feel the wrath of Yuri's face and see it in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Are you ready? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I gotta throw at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. Whoa. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with him. Uh, that's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn idly by my own volition. We continue the third chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost felt like an intimate change. By some gently letting go of the page, I letting it flutter over to her side as she chases it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, it might be a silly thought, but that main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she blunters in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses all of the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid to do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but there's kind of a resemblance of some of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment. But Matt, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. Uh, that's so embarrassing. Why would you think that? Wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-confident about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant it that it's actually cute, actually. Uh, what are you saying suddenly? Okay, everyone, it's poem time. I think it's about time we share today's poem to each other. We might have enough time if we wait too long. Ah, you exhale spreads from facing her sauce. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. Alright, I guess it's time for poems. Matt, you first. I thought to react to my poem first. Darkness sends in my soul, pours out from each and every hole. I don't know what this all means, but, let's end it now. Exit scene. Phew. And that's where we're gonna end it. That's a good place I think to end it. I guess we went up on like I guess the podium or something and just reacted on that. That's like the kind of a different way of just sharing them like to everybody. So we're gonna go to save a lot, save a game. I mean we're gonna reread in the same one of multiple saves in case. I mean that's a good job. I should be saving them more, but whatever. We're gonna return. We can check the history, but I wanted to go up to. Probably the last I can do. Okay, it only goes up a certain amount, so it only goes back to 5. It'd be cool if we went back everything. You can see everything you say. Blah blah blah. Like save, load, main menu settings, home, quit, return. And that's gonna be it for this Doki Doki Literature Club brand new day live stream. I've been streaming for a little over an hour. I think about an hour and 16 minutes. Now it's about 16, 17 minutes. So that's not too bad for a stream today. We're gonna play more of this in the week. I want to go back and play. I do want to play this, but also want to play Spyro and some of the other games I've been kind of neglecting or haven't been playing as much of because I didn't want to start too many games, but I really didn't want to play this because I want to play at least one game when I'm playing characters. So yeah, thank you guys for watching the stream. You guys can always like and favorite the stream to all that stuff. You can click the notification button and subscribe to be notified when I make new videos and streams and all that fun stuff. You guys can check the link in the description for my Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. So you can follow me on those sites if you want to keep up to date with stuff I'm doing. And you can always stay epic, and I'll see you in the next epic stream. Bye.